live.
Are we live?
Yes.
Are we?
Well.
We might be live. We're not live. Well, now we're live.
Hey!
Everywhere.
Come on, Vogue! Do you actually know how to Vogue?
No.
I'm pretty sure no one in the world exactly knows how to Vogue.
Gay men do.
Yeah, but are they just kind of making it up and just
No.
doing that and shit?
It's real.
Yeah?
Hey, babe.
Hi!
Hello, everybody.
How's everybody going?
How's everybody going?
How's going everybody?
Everybody.
Brain aneurysm.
Everybody in this club
Blick
getting
blork.
tipsy.
Blick and blork.
Whatever, sir.
We are doing the pregame. It's a little late.
Because John lives in Canton, and it takes 30 minutes to find a fucking parking spot.
Well, some people could leave 30 minutes earlier.
I'm sorry that I'd like to spend time with my fiance.
It's not. It's overrated. So, today's topic is...
Ballpark food!
Okay. So, where do we start? We start with the...
What do you get?
Classic, right?
Hot dog.
Okay. Were we doing snacks or food? 'Cause
Well,
I thought it was snacks.
okay, well, I guess, like, whatever you would eat
I mean, I snack
watching
on a hot
baseball.
dog. Okay. At the ballpark.
At the ballpark.
Not like at home.
Right.
When you cover yourself in like queso and then just scrape it off with tortilla chips until you're clean. Then have your dog lick it off.
Is that what you did this weekend?
Nope.
That's what you did this weekend. Nasty ass.
I did none of that.
He did all of it.
I did all of it. So hot dog. Yes.
Yeah, automatically.
Do you buy hot dogs in the park or out of the park? Where we go to see our local Major League Baseball team, the Orioles, they have a rule where you can bring food in. So you technically can bring anything in, and there are a lot of hot dog vendors that are way cheaper than on the inside.
Yeah.
And that's what I do.
Yeah, I just buy the $6 one inside, like the jumbo SK.
Is that what you get, an SK dog? They're garbage.
It's so good.
They're not even SK dogs. They sell them as that, and they're not. They're Aramark. They're all I don't think... Do they sell SK dogs?
I don't know. Do I look like
Does it say SK dog, though?
It says it on the side. Jumbo SK
well, then maybe that's an SK dog, but the rest of the hot dogs are garbage Aramark dogs. Yeah, they're like prison quality. Basically.
Prison.
Not that the ones you get outside are any better, but at least they're cheaper.
Right.
You know, you get like I think it's like $2 a piece or $5 for 3 or something like that, depending on who you get them from. So I always like that.
Yeah.
Mustard on the hot dog, obviously.
Ketchup on the hot dog, obviously.
Won't do that. What about? Are you a Cracker Jack fan?
I do like Cracker Jacks, but I don't eat them at the ballpark. I eat sunflower seeds or peanuts at the ballpark.
I eat peanuts every time I go to the ballpark.
Every time?
Every time. Yeah. Because I always get the hot dogs, and they always have like, there's always a sale or a combo thing that you can do. Mustard and onions on your hot dog, good man.
Nobody fucking asked you, Eric.
Well, that was aggressive.
Sorry.
Yeah, I get peanuts, roasted peanuts all the time. You want to hear something weird?
What? I like the shitty popcorn they sell at the ballpark too.
Ugh.
It's like
you
weird
have that.
stale
It's all
butter.
stale and shit.
Yeah.
It's like eating that packing peanut shit that you can eat.
Packing peanut shit.
Okay, so like my son, when we go to the park, he likes to eat peanuts whole. Shell and all. He's done it since he was a child, like a baby. Not baby, obviously, because that's impossible. But, you alright? Yeah, he will sit there and straight up eat shell and everything. And I figured he would grow out of it, but he's 6 years old and he still hasn't. I mean, granted, every now and then he'll shell a couple or he'll shit. Where are you going? you going? Oh, man. Guess it's just me and you. So what do you guys eat? Oh, Andy said mustard and onions are the go-to. Thank you.
Andy, shut the fuck up.
Well, you've sufficiently made Eric feel like shit, so he looks down at his feet in shame.
Oh, don't do that, Eric. I was just kidding.
But yeah, he eats whole peanuts, and it's really weird.
That's very strange.
Okay, let's say every fourth one he eats whole. I think he just started doing it when he was younger because he didn't have the strength to pop them. Yeah, and they're super salty. He's a salt nut.
Oh, I love salt.
So he eats salted nuts because he's a salt nut. Yeah, but he likes the saltiness, so he just goes for that.
I see.
Mustard, ketchup, relish, just like the race. Of course. Fucking jerk.
Of course, John.
Equal opportunity eater.
Kate likes to get the soft pretzels that are actually hard as rocks.
Oh, those are terrible. The ones that are shaped like an O?
Yeah.
Oh, gross.
Every time she's like, oh, can you give me a soft pretzel? And I'm like, okay. And I come back and it's like...
Yeah, those things are gross.
Yeah.
There's nothing soft
and
about
I
those soft
always
pretzels.
forget to get
Hey,
mustard.
Patty!
Hey, Mom!
Hi, Patty! How are you? Good to have you back on the pre-show?
Sure.
Yeah.
Pre-show. We're talking favorite ballpark.
Dill relish sometimes.
Do they let you pick your relish at the ballpark?
Yeah, because that shit ain't dill.
No, that's just like...
atomic green gelatinous cucumber.
And then you go to put some on, and it always...
Yeah,
on one spot. Yeah, because Kate wants me to get it for her. And then I have to, like...
I thought it was funny. Sweet is horrible on an all-beef hot dog. 1, gross all-beef hot dogs. 2, sure.
Poor Eric's
the only way to...
fucking
I know he's getting it for both of us now. Can't pick one.
I'm cool with the all-beef hot dogs, Eric.
I
don't discriminate my dogs.
I like the Korean tacos at the ballpark.
Ooh, yeah, and they've got dumplings, too.
Their dumplings are good, too.
There's also the chipper, which is...
Yeah,
the fucking
that's my new joint.
Because now you can use chicharrones.
Yes. So, the chippery was like that horrible
the chippery.
nachos with lots of jalapenos. I agree with you.
Yes.
Those things are awesome. Andy said all beef hot dogs are the best. Suck it. No, they're not.
You're right, Andy.
Pork.
That's the one thing you're right about.
Yeah, pork is good.
I'll forgive you about posting about.
So the chippery is that place that gives you like a dead Rat King full of potato chips. You know what I'm talking about? You know what a dead Rat King is, right?
Yeah.
So it's like they shave the potatoes into like one consecutive potato, and then they fry it all into like a conglomerate.
It's like a
potato chip pillow. You know?
Yeah.
But this year they sell pork rinds
also.
So you can
just get covered in shit.
So I don't get the chips anymore. I get the pork rinds, and then I get them covered in pulled pork, shitty nacho cheese, lots of pickled jalapenos, and then I gorge myself in a shadowy area of the ballpark so nobody can see me. Literally.
Well, the crab one's good too.
Yeah, I'm always weird.
Because they use like weird Chinese like back fin crab meat, and it's like, this is really horrible, but it's great.
I don't like that stuff.
Also, have you
6-pack bacon skewers at Dempsey's. Ooh.
Oh. Well, they also have
baseball stadiums have gone fine dining.
They have the big bacon on a stick that it's on Utah Street.
Yes, right before you turn in.
Yeah, it's like $5 or whatever.
Had a big spiral potato in Santa Cruz last week. It was awesome. Oh yeah, cool. Andy was on vacation. He was in Santa Cruz. He said he had a big spiral potato.
Potato?
Did we miss anyone? No. By the way, fuck you, John, for calling me a hipster.
Well, you are. Aren't you that guy from Queens of the Stone Age?
Yes. I am. Thanks, Hugo. What else? are good.
Let's see. They sell like the crappiest ice cream, and I posted this on our Instagram.
I like their soft serve.
No, yeah. It's like the crappiest soft serve you can get, but it's just so good.
Also, the only place I'll ever buy Dippin' Dots.
True.
I do like Dippin' Dots.
Dippin' Dots are cool.
Unlike Mike Pence.
He doesn't like Dippin' Dots? I just find more reasons to hate him.
I think it was Mike Pence. Was it Mike Pence?
What do you say?
There was
like
some
ungodly or some bullshit?
No, there was some weird, whatever.
Were they
took
like...
my gal's dad to Wrigley, and they give you forks and knives with your chicken tacos. Well...
That's too bougie.
Oh, Christ, now I got no soul. Thanks, John.
Rude.
Well, I mean... What's wrong with forks and knives? I mean, knife's kind of weird with a taco, but I get a fork. You know, shit
like
falls out.
afterwards, yeah, but not a knife.
No, nobody eats a fucking taco with a knife.
No, who does that?
Awful people that should probably...
It's probably the same people who eat pizza with a fork and a knife.
Italians. Real Italians do. If you're in Italy and get fucking pizza, they give you...
I'm just going to glom it with my hands.
Then you're an asshole when you're in Italy.
Good.
Just like you're an asshole if you hit it with a fork and knife.
Right.
They're served on a wood cutting board like thingy. Oh, weird.
That's bougie.
What the fuck, John? I can keep going back. Oh, it was Pence. Pence does hate. Okay. So, yeah.
Wait, does anybody know why Pence hates Dippin' Dots? Can somebody tell us?
Yeah, I forget what it was. Was it Pence? There was somebody that fucking hated
Somebody
Dippin'
said...
Dots.
Who said yes, Pence?
Andy. Al Pastor chicken tacos. Yeah, well, technically that's kind of bullshit because Al Pastor is normally... It was Spicer. That's right, it was Spicer because he had a big thing. He had like a big blog post about how he hated Dippin' Dots, and he like went back and forth with him on Twitter about it.
He's the worst.
Gotta get cotton candy. Yes.
Cotton candy. They sell like that weird...
Thanks, Eric. I've worked really hard on the Queens of the Stone Age album.
Spicy hates Dippin' Dots.
But El Pastor is traditionally
pork
and not chicken, so that's bullshit. I mean, you can have chicken El Pastor, I'm sure, but they just don't want to. They don't want to pay for the pork, and people normally just buy chicken because people are awful because they don't know how good pork is.
Right. That's fair.
I'm just gonna sip my white wine.
Bougie. Did that come from a box?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Franzia. Gonna slap the bag later.
I don't drink. I already slapped the bag.
Okay. They sell like the weird Italian ice. Like the Minute Maid Italian ice.
Oh yeah.
Stands.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of
See, those. I have to be in the right mood for that, but then I also don't want to spend $5 on it.
By the way, Christy said cotton candy.
Yes, I'm into cotton candy. I
gotta be in the... If Crosby gets it...
Don't hate the box.
No, I'm drinking box wine.
What?
I just don't like Franzia. I don't... That's kind of gross.
Franzia is the worst.
I'm drinking Le Petit Frog.
Yeah, I know.
We've talked about it before.
Remember that one time Kate and I came over here for dinner and we basically almost killed a whole box?
Yes.
It was good.
And then I started just feeding you every alcohol known to man.
Yes, that was good.
And you didn't know your name by the time you left?
Yep.
Yep, that was fun times.
Thanks, Kate, for driving.
Well, John's saying that the Franzia is trash, but it's cheap. The box I get, I mean, the box is 20. Well, now with tax is $29. It's 4 bottles of wine.
It was like 22 at the wine store.
It used to be 25. They've just upped their prices, and I'm not happy about it.
That's rude.
Yeah, and it's not the place I normally go to. This is a different place in Canton. Yeah, so we're not gonna call them out.
About them.
Yeah. Looking at you. The sausage place.
Oh, the Roma sausage?
Roma sausage.
That stuff's good.
Baltimore made Roma sausage.
Yes.
Fucking great.
Do they serve just the regular ones, or do they serve the natty bow
ones?
ones?
Franzia is like $20-something a box. What?
They don't serve the natty bow.
Yeah, they have the natty bow.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
They have the Old Bay one, which is my favorite.
Oh, that one's
the
good.
Old Bay natty bow I mean, the Old Bay sausage
Right.
with sauerkraut. They used to sell packets of sauerkraut, like mustard. It was great. It was really good.
That's weird. But...
It was the only place I've ever seen to go sauerkraut.
Huh.
Yeah, it was weird.
It's a sauerkraut.
Yes. I was trying to come up with something else, but can't beat that.
It happens.
Roma is the bomb.
Roma's real good.
What? What's that?
Roma sausage is good. And you can
Franzia?
get like it's like $9 and you get the sausage with peppers and onions and fries, and that's like I feel like the best deal.
Fries are bullshit.
Whatever, but still you get a lot of food for $9.
We forgot the biggest thing and it's his birthday.
Boog's barbecue.
Yeah.
That shit is the shit.
Who likes Boog's barbecue? I mean, obviously, everybody.
I like Boog's.
Honestly, I'm not a big fan.
Really?
It's always dry.
Well, that's why he has the sauce bar.
Ugh.
You get the different sauces, and then you throw some raw onions on there.
I put a lot of raw onions on mine, and I make sure I always go like, can I get the rawest fucking stuff you got? But they cook it really.
Yeah, but it's like mass production.
I know, but again, it's like Aramark. It's not like, anybody that thinks Boog has a fucking smokehouse in the back, you're out of your mind.
My best friend Boog.
Yeah. By the way, every time she goes to the ballpark, pretty much, she gets a picture with Boog Powell. Lots of pictures. And like now when she walks up to him,
he's like, hey girl! And he comes up and gives me a big bear hug. I love him.
Yeah, I mean, he's awesome.
He's my favorite.
Today's his 76th birthday.
Yep, I told you that.
Cheers to Boog. Yep.
Cheers to Boog. I don't have anything to drink.
But what used to be good and it's not good anymore and it bums me out? There used to be a place you could go and get chicken fingers, and they were real wide and they were really long. It was like if they took a breast and like sort of sliced it into strips, like with.
Yes, I am a pimp, Andy. Thank you. My mom said I'm famous.
Yes, famously awful. Boog's Boogette. You're a Boogette?
I guess.
A Boogette.
Boogette.
Their chicken strips used to be awesome. Like, and you could get chicken strips and waffle fries for like, I think it was like $6.
Where?
It was like a year or two ago. Now they're terrible.
But where was the stand? Where's the stand?
I think it was at one of the beer places.
Oh.
Maybe it was at Flying Dog? They serve beer, right? I mean food, right?
I don't know.
I think it was them. But yeah, those things were awesome because we would get them and Crosby would eat one and then me and Leanna would be like, yay!
We get this.
Yeah, we eat the rest. And now they're terrible because it's all Airmark shit. They've ruined their food at the ballpark in the last 2 years because they've gone all Airmark.
They have that weird macaroni and cheese cone now that I saw it like, you know how every year they put out like a new menu and they're like, this is what we have new at the ballpark. Well, they put that on there and I've never seen it for sale at the thing.
Yeah, see, John's the same way. That was the best, and then one day it was like $12 for 2 fingers and a couple fries. But like they used to have Stuggies.
Yeah, but which is now SK Gourmet Dogs.
Might as well be Suggies, Fuggies and shit.
They'll sauce the tenders for you now, but they're still terrible.
Gross.
Yeah.
You said that?
Kate.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Thanks, Kate.
Yeah, you can ask for that because didn't you get them sauced like with like buffalo sauce? I think that, and like you can like be like they have different.
But it stinks because they're trying to make money. So they kicked out Stuggies, they kicked out Geno's, they kicked out a lot of places, and then they're trying to get that corporate marketing. So they barely have SK. Smithfield is everywhere.
Yeah. Pizza bullies.
Watched a person drop a freshly purchased Boog sandwich at the condiment station. Had to decide whether to pay the mortgage or buy another pit beef. Yeah, they're kind of expensive.
Buffalo. They also have like Thai chili sauce.
That's weird.
I might try that.
I mean, it doesn't sound bad.
Yeah.
Okay, so like I said earlier, you can
take food in.
So our guest last week, Jeremy, has been known to buy a bucket, or I think it was a bucket of KFC with his son, and just took the whole bucket of chicken in there and sat out in center field and ate a bucket of chicken.
That's a good idea.
It's either a bucket of chicken or a big box of Royal Farms.
I see people.
I think it was a big box of Royal Farms.
I think people. Well, there's that Chipotle that's across the street too, and people come in with like burrito bowls and shit.
Yeah, that's weird. You know what I mean?
Sometimes we take in Jimmy John's. Because that makes sense.
How does that make sense?
Because it's a sandwich and it's easy to hold and eat, other than like a fucking burrito bowl.
Yeah. I remember when.
And they got those good chips too.
When Camden Yards first opened, people were convinced that they sold sushi.
Because people would bring it in?
Well, no, because fucking all the Baltimoreans said that, like, it was all wine and sushi and cheese that went to that ballpark because it was so much more expensive.
Huh.
Geno's is good for what it is. Yeah, I mean, yeah. It's better fast food than McDonald's.
Trey.
Not much better.
We're talking about ballpark snacks.
I can't think of really anything else. I'm sure we're missing. Hey, what are we missing? What are we missing in terms of ballpark snacks?
I do want to take Royal Farms in next time I go now.
Oh, but it's so messy, you know? Like, fucking sitting there eating fucking chicken? Yeah, that's why I don't eat there either. Plus, I think their sandwiches suck, really. Jimmy's a big game winner.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It's cheap, and it's right next to the ballpark, so sometimes you just gotta do what you gotta do.
Crab cakes. What do you think about a crab cake? I'm not down for a crab cake at a ballpark.
The one that's on the club level is actually really good.
If I'm up in the club level, and I got a table, and I can sit down, yeah, maybe.
Because it comes with coleslaw and salad.
Yeah, that's still weird food to eat at a ballpark.
I like the crab cakes.
What if they give you like a cone of salad? That you like rip the bottom of the cone off and just like just let it fall in your mouth, like a salad teat.
A seat.
Gross.
Gross. I think that's pretty much it.
Yeah.
We're gonna start this thing.
Dogs and beer. Yeah, see, that's kind of how I go. Like, nice and simple. Don't try to get too weird. Every now and then it's nice to treat yourself. Treat yourself, fool.
The crab dip chips are aight, says Kate.
Okay.
And those are
yeah,
cheap
I mean,
too. I think they're
like
$6.
from the chippery thing, yeah.
No. Like waffle fries.
Oh, right.
Crab dip where there's like maybe like two little tiny pieces of crab.
I rarely see people eat there, and they sell it is pizza.
Yeah, I only see people eat the pizza when they win it.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Hashtag bring me pizza.
Salad teat, right? Somebody make that a T-shirt.
Salad teat.
Salad teat.
It's just like two leaves over nips.
So it's a vegan emo band name.
Oh my god.
It's like one cow's green, and that's the green goddess dressing cow, and then the other one's speckly, and that's the Italian dressing cow.
And then there's an orange one, it's like the French dressing cow.
Ugh. French dressing's terrible.
Dressing.
Okay, so let's get this fucking show on the road.
Alright, getting podcast. Hello. I'm going microphone stand free now because I hate the fucking mic stand that John gives me.
Yikes.
Alright.
Check.
1, 2, 3. Ready, spaghetti?
Face just turned blue. And
Are we doing this thing?
I don't know, are we?
Let's start the podcast. Let's do the thing.
Don't fuck up.
What?
Don't fuck yourself.
Okay.
Don't fuck yourself.
Okay.
Don't fuck yourself.
Okay.
Man, I flatted that last note out.
That was beautiful.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Rude Cooking School podcast, episode 27.
Woo.
My name is John Hauser III, and with me is the always ready, but never ever ready.
What?
Always ready.
Was I supposed to be ready?
Never ever ready.
Rebecca Madraga.
Hey! Alrighty, homie. What's happening this week in your food life?
Well, John.
Or in just life in general?
As you know, you and I both went to Modern Cook Shop last night.
What?
We hung out twice this week.
Boo.
I'm really not about that.
I'm not a fan of you.
It's fucking the worst.
Yes.
So.
You are the worst.
Yes. But we did. Oh, but before we get into that, can I use our platform for something positive?
Sure.
I just want to say that we fucking hate Nazis. Right?
Yeah, I was raising my glass. I'm not raising my glass to Nazis. Those fucking dicks can fuck off.
Yeah. So, I want to dedicate this episode to Heather Heyer, who was killed by the white supremacists over the weekend in Charlottesville.
Absolutely. And to my grandfather, John Crosby Hauser the First, who fucking fought Nazis.
And
because fuck those dicks.
Yeah. So, if you're a Nazi sympathizer, we don't like you.
Please turn it off, or I will find you, because we have ways of metadating you. Don't think we don't. Yeah. And I will find you and fucking kill you.
Yeah.
So, fuck off, Nazis.
Yep. Also, shout out to Mayor Pugh for sneaking those Confederate statues.
Pew!
Hey, girl.
So, yeah.
So, okay. Anyways, now
that out of the
we're
way.
done with that.
Because I'm pretty sure everybody listening's like, yeah, no shit, dude. Fuck Nazis.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, I'd hope so.
Yeah.
But
I don't think people that listen to us are like...
to reiterate, and because we have a platform, I just wanted to say it.
Yeah, absolutely. Fuck Nazis.
Right. Fuck racists, fuck homophobes, fuck transphobes, fuck xenophobes.
All of them.
They're the worst. Just fucking like each other.
Mustardphobes. Right? Fuck mustardphobes. Fuck mustardphobes.
Okay.
Is that the same thing, right?
Yep. Alright. Well, anyways, so we went to Modern Cook Shop last night.
Yes, we did.
Yes, thank you to Dave.
Yeah, Dave.
Setting that up.
Dave Seal.
We really appreciate
friend
that.
of ours.
We had a great time. It was me, John, and his wife, Leanna.
Yay!
And I was the third wheel because Kate was working.
Boo.
It's okay, though.
She was cutting up bodies down at the ocean.
More or less.
Yeah. I mean, in a legal capacity.
Right.
She wasn't, like, getting rid
In
of the Nazis that we've
less
killed.
gruesome way.
Yes.
Edit to say that we never actually killed any Nazis. But,
no.
Yeah.
No, you haven't.
No, you might have.
Oh.
Whatever. So, yeah, so Modern Cook Shop. We had a couple good things to eat there, right?
Yeah, man. First, the cocktails were good.
Yes.
You just had a plain...
I had a gin and tonic.
You just had a gin and tonic.
I have to have a gin and tonic everywhere I go to see how good it is.
Right.
It was pretty good.
Their bartenders and mixologists are very, very good. Yeah.
Bougie.
Well, that's what they call themselves.
Bougeologists.
Sure. I had a bunch of drinks that I can't remember off the top of my head, but they were very good.
You had the Dakota? Was one
I
of
did
them?
have the Dakota. That was my second drink.
That had like some rosemary in it.
Yeah, that was nice. The first drink was a rye drink, and that was awesome. Leanna had a gimlet that had lavender in it. Yeah, and that was really, really good too. What food did you like?
I liked the. I got the shrimp and grits as my small plate.
That's right.
And that was real good.
How were those heads? They were head on shrimp.
They were head on shrimp, and I did not suck the heads. But I gave John and Leanna each one shrimp head because there was 2 shrimps.
Shrimp heads.
So, and I just looked at them with fucking disgust.
Shrimp heads are good, but you eat the mustard out of a crab.
No, I don't.
You don't eat crab mustard?
I don't eat it on purpose.
Seriously?
Yeah.
You don't like all the chewy weird shit inside the crab belly?
Do you eat that?
Fuck yeah, dude.
God.
That stuff's great.
Kate's probably gagging right now because she takes a paper towel and wipes.
Of course she does, because it's Kate.
What do you mean because it's Kate?
She's so proper.
Yeah, she's a nice lady.
She probably cuts open bodies with her pinky out.
Babe, do you do that?
Yeah. Scalpel and shit. Meanwhile, people are like watching, throwing up. She's just like all dainty and shit. No, I love crab mustard. And crab roe.
She said, "Oh wow, guys, fuck off." Oh, no,
but
John, fuck off, not me.
But the crab, I mean, the shrimp head was delicious. You squeeze the head, and you suck all the stuff out. It's really good.
I'm not okay with this.
Why? What?
It's just kind of gross.
You're eating the fucking body of it. Why can't you eat the other stuff?
I like the fleshy part more.
All right.
And then I also had a ribeye, which was really good.
That was really good.
It
had a really good flavor to it.
Yeah, really good flavor. It was in it.
I was a fan of the Little Smokies.
My mom also says ooh.
Your mom's wrong.
Whatever.
I was a fan of the Little Smokies. Like everybody thinks of the Little Smokies as little tiny hot dogs.
Little cocktail weenies.
Yeah. But they make their own in house, and they're longer. They're sort of, I guess if you were to portion them out, they'd probably be about the size of a breakfast sausage. Mm-hmm. And then they cut them in half, I'm assuming, because they were all ends.
Yeah.
And those were awesome. And a mustard, had mustard and pickles with it. Like I could have ate just a bag full, like a garbage bag full of it.
Right.
Not to equate the food with garbage, but like that's how. Like if I was watching a football game like tonight,
yeah,
and just had a bowl full of those, like a giant, it would be awful.
Yeah, you're like a bunch of tiny wieners in your mouth.
Your mom just told me to respect my elders.
What?
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
You ain't that much eld than me, Patty.
Yeah,
Why don't you back up off me?
Not that much eld.
What was another thing? There was another thing I was a big fan of. But off the top of my head, I can't remember.
The Rillettes.
Yes, the rabbit Rillettes.
Yeah. And it had like some sort of berry aspic.
Yeah, that was really good.
That was real fancy.
Mm-hmm.
I felt like bougie eating that.
See, but it's not though. Like
it was my first time eating rabbit.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
It's funny because like all this stuff that now people consider fancy, which is hilarious to me, like cheese or Rillettes or pate.
Not even the Rillettes part. It was like aspic. Even though it's like a fancy word for Jello.
Yeah, it's just Jello.
Aspic.
Yeah. But like pate or confit, like you do duck confit or chicken confit, that kind of thing. All of those are just old peasant ways of preserving food. Like hundreds of years ago, people did that so their food wouldn't go rotten over the winter. So they cooked all of it in a bunch of fat and then put it in, barrels, literally barrels, and then just covered it in more fat, and then the fat would solidify.
Right.
And then it would just be trapped in the fat like Han Solo and carbonite. So then when they needed it, they would just scoop it out,
Trap fat queen.
Right. Trap fat queen.
You're my trap fat queen.
and the same thing, like all of those were just ways of preserving meat. So it wouldn't go bad. But because the preparation takes so much time, the only people that really know how to do it well, and that's not true across the board, are chefs.
Right.
Or people that are really, really into home cooking. Mm-hmm. Like I do that stuff, but I don't do it to prepare for the winter like a fucking ant. I do it because it's delicious.
I feel like you do that though, to prepare for the winter.
I do it with tomatoes. I can my own tomatoes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, certain things are worth preparing for the winter when you don't have them, and tomatoes is one of them. Even though you can buy them, but I like to use things like that.
Okay.
Yeah. Great experience. I go there.
Nice atmosphere. It's like a beautiful place, and there's like a little shop in the front where you can get. Well, there's like shit all over the place.
Yeah, you can buy. Like the walls are kind of made out of racks that are really nice.
Are stocked with food, which is really cool. So there was like fancy pasta and like olive oils and
at good prices. Yeah, like you can get like a bottle of olive oil filled up for you because they had the big silver containers.
Oh, word.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, and it was.
And like we saw, was it aged vinegar, right?
Yeah, like the aged red wine vinegar or whatever. That's cool. But yeah, no, it was a really cool place. It's on Wolf Street in Fells Point. So if you ever decide
Wolf and Thames.
Yeah.
Yep.
If you ever decide to go down.
At the very end of Thames.
Yeah. And you said you've had breakfast there before, right?
I've eaten breakfast there a couple times. I've had lunch a bunch of times. Yeah, I enjoy that place.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
So, yeah, that was our shared experience for the weekend.
Experience.
Was there anything... Oh, I have to tell about a party I went to. Do you have any food stuff? Because I need to end with this.
Well, tonight...
Because it was so good.
Kate made a really delicious Blue Apron for me.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Why'd you say their name?
Sorry. You can bleep it out. To put like a...
That would be fucking hilarious.
Kate made me a really nice beep.
Might have to figure out how to do that.
Please do it. Holy shit, that'd be so good.
Apron.
There was, it was salmon.
Okay.
And cilantro mint rice.
Okay.
And then, like, green beans with, like, these pepper. I don't know. It's kind of like a bell pepper, but it's, like, purple.
It's a bell pepper, yeah.
Yeah.
It's a purple bell pepper.
Yeah, purple pepper.
Purple bell pepper.
Yeah, and that was, like, sauteed with,
Purple
like,
bell pepper.
some... What was in that? It was,
Purple
like,
bell
garlic.
Pepper. Don't stop looking at the phone. Like, actually, she just answered
Yeah.
you and shit that fucking fast.
It was an islander pepper. Thank you, babe. That's what it was called.
It's still a purple bell pepper.
It's an islander pepper. Yeah, it was like all sauteed and shit, and it was really good.
Cool.
Just, like, nice and light and simple, and like the cilantro with the mint in the rice was new for me, so I was like, that's fucking good.
Yeah, when you have stuff like that, it's nice.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So that was my dinner before I got here.
The color,
garlic, ginger, lemongrass.
the colorful apron food box system is
Colorful food garment.
is good as long as you're picking up tips on how to freestyle things. So just remember how much you like that rice and what else it would go with.
Yeah, no,
and when you're not slave to the box, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
No, I'm just saying, like,
it's just fun though.
No,
and
of course.
Zero waste.
It's a really good way to learn how to cook. Just learn how to cook and not just follow directions is what I'm saying. Because a lot of people just mindlessly do it and don't gain anything from it.
Right.
That's the only thing I have a problem with. But otherwise, I think it's great because it opens up people to new flavors.
Yeah.
And new cultures and different, like, it takes them out of their
comfort zone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I really hope they give you just a box of mushrooms one day and you eat it and you're like...
they give us mushrooms all the time.
And you're like, that, and you've eaten them and been like, it was good in that. Right? You've said it before.
I've eaten them and I'm like, okay.
Yeah. Okay, so I went to a tamale party last Saturday.
Yeah.
So my friend Jenny, who works at... Do you know Neapol?
No.
The smoked fish people that are at the farmer's market?
No, I don't know.
So they do smoked fish and they do pies, you know, like meat pies, and yeah, it's crazy. So she's a great cook. She wanted to make tamales, and she got a recipe for masa from her friend.
Mm-hmm. So
being a complete food nerd, she like added 1,000 extra steps.
Right.
So just to make the masa, she did like basically a pulled chicken in like a salsa verde, and then she did a pulled pork tamale.
Okay.
And then she had extra salsa verde that she didn't cook as a raw for the chicken, and then she made an amazing like salsa roja, which had like cinnamon and stuff in it. It was fucking awesome. Anyway, so she takes the pork butt, she cooks it, gets all the fat out of it, strains it, puts it in a food like a stand mixer,
right,
and whips it till it's like fluffy and light.
Correct that whip.
Give that pig a slip. Step on a crack.
Yeah, exactly.
Break your piggy's back.
Right.
The
Whip it. Whip the pig.
So then she added the masa, and then added stock that she had gotten from braising the pig.
Right.
Then added that in, and then added more like water. But then she took corn and pureed it and strained it, and took all the corn juice, and then added that into the masa for more corn flavor, dude. And then, you know, let it sit, and then made the tamales. They were the lightest fucking tamales I've ever had. I talked about this. We'll talk about it in a bit, but I talked about it on another podcast I was on last week. But they were the lightest tamales I've ever had, and the one thing I loved about it wasn't the tamale to meat ratio was fucking perfect. Because I hate a tamale when you get it and it's just nothing but corn.
Right.
You know what I mean?
You need to have the meat.
You get that little nugget,
It's like...
little niblet and shit in the middle.
Yeah.
But this was really, it was so good. And then there was just, she made a really, really good
you didn't fucking bring me a leftover?
guacamole. No, I brought Crosby and Leanna home, so sorry, homie. But yeah, so I needed to talk about that because that shit was good.
That sounds good.
And then I also proceeded to drink all the beer.
Right.
At her house.
Every single beer.
And walked out of her house in the rain and slipped and fell straight down into the wet ground. Busted my fucking ass and just sat there in the rain on my back laughing. My ankle? No, it's fine. But yeah, I hit the ground and just started fucking busting out laughing because I was like, oh. It wasn't my fault. It was fucking like a torrential downpour.
It was the beer's fault.
No, I don't fall when I'm fucking drinking, but it was like a monsoon outside.
Yeah.
So it was like I was trying to hurry up and get to the lift.
Yeah.
And I just foot just went foof, wham. Just like, oh man.
Poor John.
So
Too bad I wasn't there to laugh at you.
You're the worst.
Yeah.
So. Okay. We'll talk to you guys later. Thank you for watching. We will see you in your ear holes tomorrow when you download this episode. Well, yes, download this episode.
Yeah.
You can download it or stream it.
Stream.
Or download it. We're good.
Okay. Stream load it.
Stream load it. So
down stream it.
We will see you in your dreams tonight, but in your ear holes tomorrow.
Bye.